Call at me, Lil Joe. Call at me, Lil Joe. Call at me, Lil Joe. Call at me, Lil Joe.
Can y'all see the red dot from here? I know.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can't see it?
Yeah. I can.
She can throw it on that. You cockeyed.
I know cockeyed.
Cockeyed as fuck. You that?
Well, that's me. You know I can't see it. I can't see that far.
See your nose though. Nah, I'm just tripping. You know.
We back at it, man. It's the Mack Show. It's your boy, the one and only Mack. We got Jazz in the building.
What's happening?
We got Ashley in the building.
What's up?
We got Keith in the building.
What's going on?
Got two special guests, two of the funniest people I know, man. We got my dog SauceMan.
What's good?
Got my dog Young Tunez in the building.
Hey guys, Young Tunez here. It's great to be on the show, Mac. Let you kick it off. I don't know how you like to get it started.
Yeah. We're gonna start off with a little icebreaker, so.
Oh, I love the mint.
So we'll get y'all boys started and call me.
Me?
And both of y'all.
Okay,
One at a time.
alright, you go first. You started before me, aren't you like 42 or
Shut
something?
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
No, really, like, he looks young,
I
but
ain't got
that nigga's young, really, like, the nigga really like 42.
And I slap the shit out you.
Why you slap me?
Cause you do all that light skin nigga shit.
Light skin, nigga.
Your shirt. Why you go button your shirt up with your baggy fucking tank top?
That's fucked up.
You know, you shut the
Fucked up,
fuck
because you
up.
knew I'd ask you if this tank top was baggy before we did the show.
Right.
And you gonna come on the show and say that shit?
You know,
You said it wasn't.
No, but
Yeah, right?
You can't go sleep. You took a nap. You can't go sleep in a cheap ass tank top.
You ain't say that shit. You should have said, nigga, if you gonna go take a nap there, take the shit
No,
off.
I told you it was. You said I told you it was fitted then. You went to fucking sleep and wake up now. No, but actually that shit. I don't know. I can say comedy find me.
Right.
Because it was like on some shit like CJ them motherfuckers, CJ slap them boys actually.
Are we good with that?
Shut the fuck up.
It's a podcast.
We do what we want.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
So
Yeah,
This is my first
You
one.
can say what the fuck you want to say.
I'm a podcast virgin. If that's what. If
when
that's
you
what
ready to
call
get
it.
fucked.
You can say what the fuck you want
Let's
to
get
say.
fucked, huh?
That is weird.
Pop my cherry. Let's do it.
Right.
Oh Lord.
No, but it was on some shit like I was at Denmark Tech and they had a talent show and Slap and a bunch of other homeboys I used to hang with. Them boys like signed me up for the talent show. And I didn't even know we was about to I was about to perform or nothing. I actually went to like boo people and like curse people out.
True.
Man, going to
Yeah, that's what we was going to do. But the whole time they had a rude awakening for my ass.
Yeah.
And it was like, boom, my name got called. I'm like, fuck y'all calling my name for?
Yeah.
So I'm just cursing out the people from, who's on the stage telling me to come down. I'm like, fuck you, I ain't coming down. And they're like, no, you gotta come down. They are my homeboys. I was like, man, go down, go down. So I just went down and really just started talking shit to everybody in the crowd. And I remember this dude used to call 600. He had like no ankles. He got like a fucking...
Just
Yeah.
big
Just
and
like
wide.
fat as a motherfucker. And I rose him.
It's the correct term.
And I rose him, and then from there on, it was like, all right, boom. You know what I mean? They're like, you should fuck with this shit. So like 2 days later, we end up going to Voorhees for fucking, it was Kappa Week or some dumb shit. And then
All them jazz.
hard on the dudes.
He Kappa.
No, I'm just saying that. No, I fuck with them boys. Cause they brought me down. They was like, no, shout out my homeboy KB. KB and Kappa at Voorhees at this time. He was like, yo dog, we need you to come turn up.
Yeah.
And we all went there. And we was It was like, and when I went there, Denmark Tech, I swear to God, the whole school was like, fuck it, we going too. Because they know I was performing. They know I just did some wild shit like a couple days earlier. And then my niggas mall with me, you feel what I'm saying? And then we went there and I performed and then I did some gang. It was called like 200, 300 or some shit like that. I forget what it was called, some shit like that, but I freestyled against them. Like freestyled the crowd, like roasting people.
Word.
And that shit went crazy. And then them boys start fighting outside.
You don't cause a riot.
Yeah, no, for real. That's the boys start fighting outside. The whole shit went crazy. And then from there on, everybody like, bro, you gotta fuck with that. You gotta fuck with that. And then from there on, I was just like, fuck it.
Fuck him. What about you?
Now you
Tunez?
here.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's my turn. Well, it started when I was born on May 4th, 1990. And the doctor, I'm just speculating. He looked at me and he said, "That guy is gonna be a star." And I was 9 pounds 6 ounces. My body was only 7, but my dick. That's where the rest of the weight came from. So no, really, this is definitely a true story. So fast forward. You know, at school, you know, that's just what I did. Like I covered my dumbness with funniness, right? Yeah. When they asked me a question, instead of giving them the right answer, because I didn't know it, I just said something funny and everyone laughed. Yeah. Right? And they're like, yeah, this guy's not a dumbass, he's just funny. So, you know, that worked for a little while. You did the SATs, it didn't work. Obviously, I realized that I actually had to try to make a living off of it because school definitely wasn't the way. So I, you know, if y'all know, I used to do music. I used to rap. I did the whole BET 106 and Park shit, and really I did that because at this time 50 Cent was coming up, and I saw a rapper become an actor. All I ever really wanted to do was act. Right. So I watched a rapper become an actor. So I said, shit, maybe that's the way to get into it because Charleston definitely don't have no scene for acting or anything like that.
So with that being said, what do you think gonna take? Alright, so in Charleston, we gotta ask like Facebook comedians and people who make videos and all type of shit, and people who do photography and videography. So what do you think gonna take to put Charleston on a bigger scale or platform before they can be acting, or even if it just as something as small as like how Columbia got the Columbia series on YouTube, what do you think will take that?
It's just like I made a post about 2 days ago, and I talked about people seeing me in public, and they were like, "Yo, man, your last video was hilarious. Your last video was funny. Your last video was this and that," but I didn't see you in the likes, or I didn't see you in the comments, or I didn't see you share the video. So that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take people to actually support, right? They're so quick to commend you on doing a good job or being somebody that people are watching, but they don't want to be the person to help you be more of that person. Great. So until people start to support and show that shit on paper that they tell you, they feel comfortable telling you, but they don't want to be the public eye to be like, hey, you know, you actually support this shit? No, they scared for that.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
That's right. You're right what you say too, right? But as far as like how you say with like the Kill Columbia situation, it would take people as far as like you said, the comedians or people that's doing anything on social media. It would take everybody to get an understanding of what's going on. Everybody that's doing Kill Columbia understanding like, okay, bam, this is an opportunity for everybody, right? Yeah. And I don't really like that term of a Facebook comedian, you know, shit like that, to me, to be honest, because like...
He cried when I first called him.
No, because it's like, I don't Facebook to like, I don't do like my comedy shit, I use Facebook as a platform to boost comedy. Like I do my comedy shit, like I don't just do it for Facebook as for no likes and be like, oh, this person know me. No. Like I really get in my car, grind on this comedy shit, drive here and here. And grind open mics. So like Facebook comedian, that's not me. Like that, you got some people who really just do videos and do this shit just to be on Facebook for live, right? Or to be like, oh yeah, like just be that cool person.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's people that's really funny that we see all do videos that's around the city.
Yeah.
If, like how you, like matter of fact, you had a post. You was like, yeah, if everybody come together. But it's people on that post that if you hit up, they'll be like, they might don't say it, but in other words, they think in their mind like, oh, this person trying to take my views, or you just got views. At the same time, like people, everybody get views, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody get views bring money. That's like screaming. So like at the end of the day, just say for example, we did release a 30-minute movie or something, and we were charging $3, right? If at least 30,000 people gonna look at it. If you know what I mean, with everybody views together, you break it down. You know what I'm saying? But people ain't thinking that. They just thinking that one way. Oh, for my, he using me.
They sell
no, how somebody using you and you ain't even made $1,000 off yourself yet.
Right.
We working towards.
You know what I'm saying? That would be fucking me up. When people be like, you know what I'm saying? With the yes, people out here do their Facebook shit and get a lot of views, but when people try to link with these niggas, they be coming on some shit like, oh, they trying to use me. So like, that's really what it's gonna take people to understand the game. That's just how like.
Chelsea got that shit bad.
Right.
Yeah,
they like
Chelsea got that shit.
We all trying to go in the same direction.
Right.
Right.
At the
That's
same
enough money being made.
time, all them boys that's in there, like he said, that situation went the Columbia situation, Kill Columbia situation. Everybody in there understand the situation. Everybody know, okay, some people probably auditioned or maybe they didn't audition. I don't know how they did their casting situation.
Right.
But I'm sure it wasn't $1 million payout. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's everybody knew they was grinding. You know what I'm saying? And everybody grinding on that shit. So everybody respect what's going on. So that's how the situation is growing, because everybody is watering the seed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to water the seed, but everybody want to grab the fruit.
I'm done watering
You know what I'm
seeds. 3 kids. I'm not watering any more seeds. Definitely. But I'm just not smart enough to follow where you guys are going. So I just said something funny. That's kind of what I was talking about. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Just not being smart.
I see. Right.
My bad. All right, so I got a question for Tim. So what was the transition like going from music to comedy? It just been like a quick switch.
Man, that shit was like I was doing videos. I was doing freestyle videos on Facebook, and then that turned into just like this. Like I shared a video today of me talking shit to ducks, and then that shit was like big. So I actually did a video where I created a character that was a gangster, but he was living the life of a privileged black kid. So what was his name? Doug Butt or some crazy shit like that. And
40 gals.
Yeah, 40 cal, right. And that's what it was. And,
So it seems like you stopped, right? Then you stopped comedy and the videos for a while. What made you want to go back to do it?
Honestly, I quit doing comedy. At the whole time I was doing it, I began to get roped into pulled into something that I wasn't comfortable with. I never really was comfortable wearing a wig or dressing like a female. That shit was just something that it got to the point to where I started to go to a dark place because I had to be high in order to do it, and I felt myself building up an addiction because these people wanted me to do something that I had to be high to do. So in order to please my fans, I had to keep getting high, and it was just, it just was not. It was turning me into
something that you
I had 2 kids, and I didn't barely know my kids because I was doing, you know, like when they was around, I was sleeping and my family was watching them. Like I just was really going downhill. But at the same time, I started to progress in comedy. I started to progress in my job, and I started to start making a lot of money at my job, and then it got to the point where it was like, it's either or. You can't continue to do the content that you're doing and go into management or be a leader, because you know that could create a position where people can, everybody loves you now. No, not that, but everybody loves you now, or everybody respects you now, but as soon as you hold them accountable for something they're doing wrong as their manager, now they have something that they can retaliate with you against.
Yeah, bring
right?
you back in range, yeah.
So I had to make a choice, like, you offer me a 6-figure job or to do something that I'm really not getting paid off of. I'm getting money, but it's not that money, right?
Right.
So I made a choice, and I chose to take care of a family or have stuff.
Right. That
And
makes sense.
you know, since doing that, I realized that it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be. I can change my content. I can clean my content up. All of the more feature, cussing and stuff like that, I can still do comedy because I still write. I can write. I write a lot.
I believe you're still gonna do it as well. I mean,
Right.
because you already have a fan base. Everybody already knows you. I think you can clean it up and still be good at it.
And that's what I was scared of. I was thinking nobody would like Morphecia if she wasn't the ratchet, cussing
Right.
person who she was. I believe that's what drove her fan base. And
Right.
that's really not what it is, right?
Right.
They just,
Yeah. I think people still support you or whatever. Doesn't matter if you change the content or not. Like I said, because I think your fans really do fuck with you for real. So it's like, even if you change your content, I'm still support over there because I still think he's funny without being Morphecia. He's just a funny person.
aw. All you guys?
I'm gonna tell you one story real fast.
I love stories.
We been at demo, right? And then we had the talents like SauceMan. Tell me, young boy.
You was there?
Yeah.
When Sauce went on the stage?
So
Okay.
listen, right before he gone, but I guess these dudes been rapping or doing some type of music, and crowd ain't really been fucking with them boys at all. Like them boys just ain't been getting no type of reaction or nothing. So Sauce come on there and start trolling the fuck up them boys. Pop get mad and slap the fuck mad and slap Sauce. Sauce did some shit. I'm saying, you done if you wish my fucking life. Well, listen,
No, man.
That's what
He said that's what you gonna need to do to troll.
Baba won't kill that boy after that shit, man. Baba won't beat that boy ass after that shit.
He had me shitting.
That's how a lot of sausage shows end at. You can always rub the wrong motherfucker in the crowd. Like, them boy, we was at that damn Wildin' Out show with damn
You been on Wildin' Out?
we did so I auditioned with Wildin' Out with DC Young Fly when he got on the show. I was there. We were auditioning together.
Oh damn. They didn't pick
Word.
me.
Yeah, Charlamagne the God actually did a lot of agency work for me, and he got me that audition.
Word.
But
That's lit.
I heard about it
Word,
the
I
day
didn't know
before, and I wasn't really a fan of Wildin'. I never watched Wildin' Out. So when I got there,
You wasn't prepared.
Nick Cannon was like, play this game, play this game, play this game, and I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. So
Oh, dang, man.
no,
I mean, maybe it wasn't for you. I mean,
So if you feel like you go back now, you would kill that shit?
He should have been thinking about it if he had watched or had any idea how
I
to shoot
still
it.
really don't watch it. Like me and him, so we did a Wildin' Out show here, right? It was Charleston versus Columbia, and we had Conceited and Rip Michaels from Wildin' Out. Were the two hosts. Conceited was on my team, or was it Rip?
See, was on my team.
We was on the same team, nigga. You smoked him. Okay, so Conceited was on our team and Rip Michaels was on the Columbia team, and man, the preparation for that show, like learning the games, because again, I still after that I never watched it, right? Just learning them damn games was a challenge, but the show went great, but yeah, like
that's something that
No,
you
yeah, I don't see it. People
I
were
don't-
drunk in the
yeah,
face.
if I
I don't really watch the show neither.
Right.
So we was like,
That show,
alright.
that's my
so-
favorite show. I fuck with that show.
I mean,
I seen funny clips. I watch clips on YouTube and stuff,
But it's not like I can't
wouldn't
watch
go and
the
sit
phone.
there.
Yeah, I
and
don't watch that shit. Like I don't like it would have to be something
Shit,
that
I don't pay for cable, man. Like
in front of me.
I do
But
Fire
like,
Stick and
we called each other like 3 days before that shit. It was like, alright, this what we, alright.
Yeah.
This the name of the games. You look at some shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't looking at no shit. So he's like, fuck it. The only thing I remember is they know they take a nursery rhyme song. And yeah, that's the only thing we knew.
Right, they're good on that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But
He actually did really good. Like we didn't really practice, but we looked at what it took to play the game. Like
Right.
you can look up the games online and what it does.
You can easily
Oh,
learn them games.
Yeah,
like, it's easy.
I got drunk as a bitch. I even almost went to jail outside in the front.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was outside smoking weed before the show even started. Yeah, we was outside getting high, and it was just me and my homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
And crack was.
We bought it from you. So police roll by and they shine the flashlight in the car, and they shine the flashlight. They jump out, searching for some weed and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go in. I got a show. You know what I'm saying? And then he let us go or whatever. But
That
that
should
shit,
save your ass.
no, but that shit, yeah, I had a good time though. I was drunk as fuck, but like I said, I don't goddamn.
You feel like you gotta get right before the show?
That ain't.
Not really, no. I done did so much shit, but I mean,
Which way would you prefer to do it?
middle.
Yeah.
Like a little,
Yeah, I don't like to be too drunk.
right. You get a lot of control on
We
it.
did 2 Wild 'N Out shows. The first one we were real tight, and then the second one, I mean, we were good, but we weren't like on our A game, and I figured it was because we was drinking. And the second one, like I drunk a beer, and we killed that shit. Like we won the money and everything. Like we did that
That's
shit.
good.
Word.
That's lit as
Like-
a bitch.
Yeah, so I realize now that again it was back to the whole. I created a mentality that I have to
Do this.
some type of inebriated in order to do comedy, and I kept living that when that's really not the case. Like I don't have to be drunk to be me.
Right, that's good that you came out of that.
Right, so
Right off that natural high, baby.
exactly.
So we'll bring y'all boy together.
You came to one of my shows, right?
You know, we was at the club in
I
Hollywood.
was hosting that shit.
We was in Hollywood.
Yeah, we was out in Hollywood, and this man, we was out in Hollywood. I was hosting a show. It was SauceMan or Already Hollywood birthday party.
Skinny Gray.
Skinny Gray, and
And
and I was dancing, and then he was dancing on the girl next to me. And this nigga trying to climb on the girl butt and shit. and then, like,
shit?
yeah, he's doing some crazy shit. And he was with me, like he was walking with me, you know, he was buying me drinks and shit. And we was like chill out buying him drinks, and I holler at my boy Suge, who was like the grandfather of my future. I was like, dog, funny. And he was like, yeah, dog, stupid or whatever like that. And then, man, bro, like, I swear the rest was history, bro. Like, ever since that night, I think we got each other contact number, and bro, like, we literally, as far as comedy, been inseparable since that shit. Like, and I just, like, recognize that shit just off of, you know, like, you meet people all the time. There's people who are funny. There's people who force themselves to be funny. There's people who have to write to be funny. But there's people who are genuinely, like, that's who they are.
Boy, they're funny.
And there's only two
regular
people.
funny, and then some people can be stand up funny.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a
Some people,
difference.
some people can, and some people be moving funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
All separate categories, and some motherfuckers can't go in every category.
There's only 2 people in my life that I really met that like, it just clicked. Like, the other dude, GJ.
fucking GG.
Man, I'll tell a story. Shit. I had a hotel party for my 24th birthday, and Dirty Dave let me hold his black diamond chain. This nigga, bro, like, I've been cool with this boy since high school. Like, man, bro, like, everything I had, I gave, bro. I bought this nigga shoes. I bought when I was on, he was on. This man stole that chain.
Damn.
Had us in a whole lot of shit.
Dirty Dave about to kill your ass, boy.
There was a lot of shit going on. Like,
Why he did that? That's some fucked up
and
shit,
move,
man.
move, left.
Oh, he let. Oh.
Bro, and I've been like this ain't been no like no quick friendship. I didn't know this dude
Like,
I
That's
Matter of
crazy.
fact, my birthday party was
he was there, nigga.
What's
We had
the name of the club? What's the name
So
of
we
the
was
club?
at the Ville, and then we went to Embassy Suites for that.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
Man, now. This shit.
He married now?
Yeah,
Oh. Changes that around.
yeah, the bill been lit.
Yeah, that shit.
The bill been lit.
And they used to post anything I had, and that was
Yeah, the
like,
bill was crazy.
Parties.
Crazy that night.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was real crazy. Then we wake up, we like, what the fuck he at? Everybody like, where he at?
Everybody look at him.
Man, let's know the crazy.
No, we was like, alright, he gone, and then shit, we
The man in the chain gone.
get to where the chain been at, the chain was gone. That shit was like, damn.
Wow.
Like, this nigga really did that shit.
He ain't been back to Chelsea's name since?
He been back. I know he tried to send me friend requests and shit. Like,
Wow.
Nigga Gucci, man, you.
I still won't laugh at that shit to this day. Like, that shit hurt, bro. Like, you really fuck with somebody like that? Like, you really, like, I would have given this dude the
That's fucked
That's
up.
who you did loyalty towards you, though.
And that's what I mean. Like somebody said, bro, why you taking it like that? Like it wasn't your shit. It don't matter. Like
you know shit like that.
But bro, if you had see that fucking video,
the video.
oh my fucking god!
So basically, what happened, right? We
shot that shit like 15 times.
I was
like, bro, I could not stop down laughing.
I was Easy E. He was OG, Lope Dog, or whatever. They had the nigga with the walker, who was Dr. Dre. And then they had Ice Cube and the fat, remember Don Jordan, the big dude, and bro, like, and Isaiah was somebody else, and we start shooting the scene in the movie where the first scene where them boy in the house, and the cops come at them getting Easy E in the house, and them boy break in the house. So Ice Cube wasn't in the scene, but in that shit, he was in the scene. And he's sitting there yelling like he's a good actor. Jordan was in a couple of my videos. I can't like the one where he pop out the trunk, but this man was getting so into the role that he was yelling at dog, and then he punched the wall. In the nigga who house, like his hand going through the wall. The nigga who house. Cause I like the director shit. I like no, keep rolling. Like, no! Fuck that! Nigga, you put a hole in me!
So I'm playing one of the goons at this point. They're sitting down, right? So the nigga head literally went in the wall, dog. This nigga's head is like this deep in the wall.
And this nigga shitting like we all that bitch rolling.
He told me, yo, cut that fucking.
No! Cut that shit!
That would have been a good ass scene.
Y'all gotta go!
You could have gone
Fuck this shit, dog. I got too much going on over there.
That would have been. I gotta pay for that shit. Y'all know Isaiah would do the tattoos?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that nigga. They punched a hole in his wall. Boy.
And then them other niggas said, fuck that. All that shit got that niggas said, fuck that. Listen, all y'all gotta go. Jordan said, my bad.
Everybody.
Nigga, ain't so bad. I gotta pay for this shit.
Bro, like bro.
That shit been too.
Oh my god.
Too much.
I get him up there, but that shit was funny, but I'm dying. That shit real, keep rolling.
Word,
That one even hearing that. Get the fuck out of here.
That nigga ruined a good. That shit was good.
I would let it roll because
y'all finished, y'all would kick up this money for this wall.
And we would have gladly done it for that footage to go.
Word.
Like that shit, and that shit was a series, bro. Like that wouldn't have just been one clip, right?
Yeah.
Like, we got several.
We already had a
portions of that
series.
movie.
Yeah, we got 7. Like we was recording that shit the whole day.
Bro, I literally took a week, right?
man.
Oh, for real, and it was a time when that shit was dropping, so you know that shit was like
Everybody was waiting on it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was
this
right when it came out.
Bro, man, that shit was so funny that whole day.
So what stopped y'all from dropping the rest of the
That shit.
That shit.
The nigga didn't want to do no more shit.
Right,
And then like,
what was
you know,
the fuck?
everybody.
Hey, Isaiah,
We
wherever
really
you at,
had to get a lot of people. Like we had to pull a lot of strings to make all of that shit happen.
Not really.
And we did that. And then.
Why y'all didn't think about doing like moving, like just keep doing?
So I did a kind of like a separate shit where I was Easy and I was sitting on the toilet, and then that shit went ham. You did some shit with Dwade.
The prayer.
He started his own character off of the shit.
Oh, that's why you passed him.
No, the pastor came out just literally.
What was yours?
Trap Boy Beezy.
Yeah,
Trap Boy Beezy.
Yeah. And like, I mean, we all just did our own thing, honestly. After that shit, but.
I think I should do that.
Man, yeah,
I'm back over it.
we gotta find him. He probably ain't got that shit no more.
Y'all, he had
that shit was in that camera.
Oh,
I had the footage.
Really?
Not one, but the SD card. We done reformat that shit like 17 times.
Oh shit.
I'm about to say, cause they know, man, that shit was so fucking.
Yeah, that shit was good. Man,
That's funny.
That shit hilarious. That when you had the Malibu.
fucking 24. Right. Oh, we done put some fucking 12s in that bitch.
No, but we got stuck with the Kia Soul when we were trying to put the music in there.
Yeah.
We had to end
was
up
opening for Boosie.
Boosie,
at
but
the
he didn't show
fairgrounds.
up.
That video in here too.
Y'all remember that got out.
Boosie was at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, he pulled up. The boys had money. Boosie got the fuck on.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah, remember that shit.
He didn't need to stay.
You was in that video.
Yeah, I was right there.
We did a video
That shit
where
was
I was
funny.
Lil Boosie. And I was like, yeah, y'all niggas got coming to the last fairground, nigga. We out here spending y'all money. And we sitting there doing the video and then we said, Boosie, I won't. No, that nigga, I can't trust that nigga. Set it off in this motherfucker. Set it off. Yeah, bro, that shit was.
Who y'all think better, Boosie or Webby?
Boosie.
Boosie, yeah. A lot of people online they told Webby is better. I'm like, no,
Webby
he's
got
not.
some shit.
Webby do got some good hits, but he's not
We
better.
don't. This man can't ride a beat, period.
Huh?
Well,
I'm
Webby hard
saying
to whip
Webby
down.
is better. I can't ride
Webby
it.
hard. Webby got some songs where he
No, they both. It's just that Boosie did more. That's
Yeah.
all. They both really like that now, but it's just that you can tell that just Boosie
Yeah,
did
even
more.
though I don't know, I just think
I
he's still
agree with
better.
You know what I mean? So some
The
people
old
don't
Boosie.
really be
I
into
know
that
what
shit
the
like
new
that.
Nah, I can't.
Some people just get to a certain level and they be like,
I
oh,
couldn't tell you
just
nothing
niggas
new
They
fucking
that
from
bullshit
Boosie.
Thanksgiving song.
I said I couldn't. He's like he said I couldn't tell you nothing new from Boosie.
No, he don't need to make no new music.
Yeah.
He don't need no new music from Boosie.
You need to do that reality
Boosie
TV
need to
show.
drop a reality TV show.
That's how I'm telling people. People like,
Yeah.
people
You're
telling me
interested.
Boosie.
Backstage, they're casting for it right now.
For real?
Out in Atlanta.
I've been telling people like, come over like, Boosie don't need to do no reality TV. That's the
Yeah,
bro.
no, he gonna kill it.
He gonna kill. If you watch his IG,
Yeah, that
that nigga's a character, bro.
Yes, he's funny as hell. He gonna get ratings, I'm telling you.
The crazy one.
I'm missing not much.
I think this shit probably will go so crazy that they'll probably go snatch him off TV.
They trying to
Like,
give him
it'll get derogative.
They
They're trying to give him a. They're trying to give him a love and hip hop. No, love and hip hop.
Yeah,
a dating show.
Like,
Like a dating
But
I
They'll go
think,
crazy.
I don't think
They
they
gonna
offer
go
him
dumb
enough
crazy
money.
because he'll be saying all kind of crazy shit about girls.
Yeah.
No, but you know how when they show them they by themselves, he be like, I told it, you know what I mean? Here's the shit he'll say right there.
Yeah, the shit
Probably
with-
just take it off TV. Yeah.
That's
Nobody has to edit
They
it.
edit a lot.
Shit.
They have to edit a bunch.
They gotta get
They
edited.
have to edit a bunch of shit.
Cause Booty just too good.
Bobby,
No, it's
Everybody
he
gonna
ain't
be
cutting no
talking.
corner.
So who y'all think wrong in the? Who your honest who wrong? Like I said, who worse? Dwade or Boosie?
D-Wade.
Okay. From a legal standpoint.
Both legal.
This man Boosie did so much dirt, bro. This man paid somebody to basically go molest and stuff.
Boosie tell people that ooh fool.
Yeah, he said that.
He said that in the song. Yeah, he did. He did.
He ain't mad about it. He's dead in the jump though.
So you ready?
No.
Talk about now. Here it is.
Go ahead.
So just think about it. At least you know your son gonna be with a female. Or you rather let a man
It's different
penetrate your son?
for like I know they try to say, what if your daughter blah blah blah, but like a boy, like think about yourself. That would have been your dream as a 14-year-old.
You right.
Yeah.
So
I
just been saying legally though.
That's
But
that's
for me as a man, I think
Legally, you drink and drive. Right?
he asked a question. I answered the question. Now, preference
Fuck legally.
wise
Fuck
though.
legally. Fuck legally.
Preference wise though, my son, as long as he's getting him some cooler, hey, we
I don't
good.
give a fuck.
We good. Hey, wrap him up.
I didn't think anything was wrong with the D-Wade situation, but y'all guys,
You don't think that wrong?
Nothing wrong.
No,
he
I
be
just-
grown. He 11.
No, he's not trying to be grown.
The
You
way
think about
Wade
sexuality?
My thing is that he went too far with that. He went too far with that. But what y'all are trying to say is like, I ain't want no gay sign to censor.
I don't want no gay
Y'all
son.
sound like y'all doing this on y'all child.
Ain't nobody said none of that. I said I don't want no gay son. If my
Well,
son,
the way
if
how-
I have a son, God be he be gay, I still gonna love my son. That's still my damn son. At the end of the day, ain't nobody else gonna love him. I
I'm
love my
Keith
son.
Junior.
So you fucking
Cause my daddy don't play that shit. Daddy, please tell us Brett to get out of my face. As a junior.
a gay ass junior. Oh no, that was like.
And you come in there, you can't even shake your head like.
What the fuck you want now?
You're like, let's go to your room. Let's go to your room. I'll take you to your room. Go to your room. We ain't can't talk to everybody like that.
You just gonna look at the motherfucker.
My daddy buff as fuck. Go ahead, daddy.
Oh Lord, that is funny. Listen, what I'm saying is, the cutting off his dick part at this age is too extreme.
Yeah, Bob
What
was
do you
the way
want to say?
it
What
is.
the
Bob said he don't want to cut the man dick off. He won't
Yeah.
cut his dick off. He want to be a female.
That is
Well,
too extreme
it's
at this age. Let him turn 18 and see if that's what he
That's
really
what he
want to
want.
do. But other than that, if he want to be gay and he want to accept his child to be gay, then let that man do that.
That's
If Boosie want to do that for his child, let him do that. Like, it's not your kids.
But you
Like,
can't
bad
see like
bitch when you
movies
grow
do that. That's illegal.
It is illegal. Like he just said, you must be drinking driver, right? You do a lot of illegal things. What the fuck?
Nigga got money. Nigga's gonna be a bad bitch when you grow up.
That's shit to do with that.
That's funny, man.
That's crazy. As
That
a
is funny.
bitch.
That's definitely a situation I don't want to be in.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to put my.
I don't want my child. I mean, I would prefer him to not be gay. I want him to be straight. But if that's what he want to do, then hey, I'm not gonna disown him. I'm not gonna. No, don't be gay, son. Nah, 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 nah. Like, no, I'm not doing all that.
Alright, Timmy, you married, right?
Yeah.
Keith, you been married,
Right.
so
Call it man up.
you see we don't talk about this in the first episode.
What?
If you
I was
were
just talking about this.
I was
This guy. He's
Can a
going
wife
crazy on here.
listen? Can a wife tell her husband, no, ain't no more kids?
Ooh.
Can a wife tell her husband that she's not gonna
She's not having no more kids. She telling you want kids, but she telling you no, I don't want no more kids.
You know most of them gonna
And
say
you just say okay, and then skeet up in that butt like the fuck. You don't control that. You think I'm finna pull out just cause you whatever?
See, you get married, right?
Nigga ain't hit puberty.
So you get married, right? You got one kid. Your wife tell you want more kids, but your wife tell you she ain't having no more kids. What's your next move?
I ain't got none yet.
No, as I said, you got one.
Right.
But
Oh,
so you got one.
Hey,
And your wife, and you want one more. Your wife telling you she ain't want no more. What your next move is? Keith say he gonna get one with another. He's still gonna
We gonna figure this out.
She probably gonna get her tooth tied though.
So what if she then?
nah, she do have two times.
That's when you beat one.
Yeah. So she got a suit
Sometimes
time
you just gotta beat one.
All this shit.
You beat those tubes untied.
Holy shit. You gonna unclip the motherfucker.
You take the hand of God.
Yeah.
You raise that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
No, you just get you a new bitch. Like if you can't be in a marriage without being able to compromise, without being able to say, hey, this is something I want, what do you want, let's meet in the middle, right?
Right.
You don't want kids, I want kids, well let me get someone pregnant. You know, you gotta be able to compromise.
Right.
And you agreeing with that shit.
No, I said you gotta negotiate. No, I'm not saying agree with that. No.
Okay. I don't want to have any more kids.
Go get her pregnant.
Go get her pregnant.
No. We should be funny.
Her and her other kids.
I know
You the type that watch his kids and the other kids. Bring all the churn down this motherfucker. Bring all the churn. Her sister churn all down this motherfucker. Her sister homegirl churn all the motherfuckers down there. Her sister homegirl brother's first cousin, daddy, he in prison. And the feds, he churn down that motherfucker. Everybody churn down that motherfucker. Yeah.
What I'm agreeing to is the compromise part. We gotta come to an agreement and see why do you not want any more kids? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, bro, that shit.
How profound.
Because she might want cheap.
What?
She might feel like, fuck it, 9 months. I ain't want to be bound up for 9 months. I want
She
cheap.
gonna go fuck. So she gonna cheat.
Bro, that shit sticky as a bitch.
Semen? Yes. And get
Yes,
women
man.
pregnant like that. Trust me.
I'm saying maybe that's why she
Sticks
don't
to
want
those-
no more
those-
kids.
She gonna go fuck around. Yeah.
Why they
She
pregnant?
gonna turn up the
Some
rest of
people
her
have
life.
their own personal reasons why.
Right.
I just want to ask my
But that's just crazy as a bitch still to be married to somebody.
They
Just tell
already
them
got a
like,
family.
I would have to want you.
That's how Young Jock and his fiance is right now. The fiance don't have any kids at all, but you know he got like 8, and he's like, she's like, I don't want to have any kids, and and she wants him to
She
get his
with
dick
that man
clipped
for
or
that.
something
She
like
just ready to
that.
beat
Like
him
she trying
up
to
and
force
out.
him. Y'all don't watch that? She trying to force the man to get his dick clipped so you won't have any more kids.
no, that's
Like you
dead.
can't do that. You the one that don't want to have any kids. So why are you forcing him to?
Not right.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
He already trying to, he already got to take care of them 8 1 he already got. She
But
probably
still, she can
take
just
care
give
of
him
them
one
children.
child now. She ain't got none at
That
all.
man gonna have 9 children.
So
Like I
He
said,
probably on
that's
child support for 7.
Like, 2 more, he good though.
Shit, 3 more got football team.
You know what I'm saying, man? If you a team, you can't be on top of or something.
Yeah, you got 10.
Well, for real.
You better get him out, get him going, man.
Damn.
So you got 2 more, you be good.
You trying to get them thing going.
I tell y'all about a story where I meet that dude in North Carolina.
Meet that dude.
Man, listen, so Bob, I think I did tell this on the podcast. I'll tell him again though. So when I've been doing training for my job now, I'll be like,
Yeah, you did.
he got 14 kids, but 5 different baby mamas. People like, y'all don't believe this though. My sister, she got 1 husband and ain't got no outside kids, and she got 22 children. That's great, dog.
That is fucking ridiculous. 22 kids.
That thing
That's
is
great, dog.
talking about throwing the arms off the hallway.
Hot dog in the hallway.
Not enough of that thing in 2 seconds, boy.
Yeah, the sausage in the hallway.
That shit.
Cherry walking up there twirling the damn umbilical cord. I'm not
Hey, Timmy, my turn.
22 kids?
So question, y'all boys. Question to the whole group. Do y'all boy believe in something? Because somebody sent me they asked a question. Do y'all boy believe it's such thing as too much sex?
Yeah, like I want to be able to want it. Like if I keep on getting, it's gonna get boring. If every day, all day, it's gonna get boring. Like make me want you to miss
Lock
you.
the fuck up and shut that shit up.
So how many times a week you think is
And on the
preferred?
average for like a couple,
No, you prefer.
me is like 3-4 times a week.
No, you can cheat on it.
Look here. So me right now.
Well,
She don't have sex longer than 10 minutes anybody.
Oh no! Here we go.
10 minutes.
10 minutes sex.
And he over.
That's the limit.
That's the limit.
You might
15 max.
You might give 15.
You can cheat on it.
I don't have a boyfriend.
You like late night, you get fucking the car up.
Get out of my hair!
Yeah. Hey, you might look at fucking the car. No, I'm just saying, you 10 minutes.
That's, I guess, that you check per round.
Yeah, per round.
Per round, but
You get your
niggas
ass
just
nailed.
normally just bust really fast.
Who was niggas?
No, I ain't saying like niggas, but I'm just saying.
He done fuck.
Don't put me in there with the rest of them niggas.
Who done fuck?
Who is niggas? Yeah. Who is niggas?
Yeah, who?
I promise you I've been in that thing for 15. Stop playing with me.
Nah, she just told him you the only nigga last 2 minutes. Nah, but real days, you
You
can
see him
cheat
slapping me?
on. Yeah, you
That's
ain't.
your opinion.
No, I'm just saying though. 3 times a week. I promise
Four
you.
times a week.
I
Four
promise.
to, I mean,
No, 3 or 4. Now you're
no, see, when I was in a relationship, right, we
No, we
did
talking
have sex.
now.
We did, because we had sex too fucking much.
What's too much?
That's
Yeah,
the
well,
question.
like every other day.
He had a little meat.
Every other
Either every night or every other day.
3 to 4 days.
No, now, that was
Look
my
at it.
younger
That's
self.
how a nigga
You
look
gotta
at it,
fuck that
man.
night.
A nigga sleeping next to a gal.
I'm saying you gotta fuck the gal at night.
My meat hard every time I wake up in the morning.
Every time.
What do you think I want to do every
Y'all just
single
got
day?
high sex drives. But that's alright.
Hey, you wake up.
Females got high sex drive
You
too.
got a high sex drive, or maybe you just got bad pussy. Cause he gonna fuck you every other night. I ain't like, you know what I mean? Or maybe I'm just saying, oh, you cheating, like, you know, I ain't finna fuck her.
Oh
Or
Lord.
you know what? I ain't gonna fuck her tonight, cause he done called him this shit earlier. You know what I'm saying?
What is the man?
That's your opinion, Sauce. That's your opinion.
No, that's what's going on.
That's
might
your
be a
opinion.
I'm just saying, that's just what's going on.
What you say, Jazz?
Especially when I drunk, so I go out every night.
Yeah.
So I ain't kneeling.
Every night.
Somebody
Got
got
to.
to.
Yeah, listen.
You know somebody, I bet you, we gonna get the bit of it. He out, they try to hit anything in the ring. He was a fucking drunk driver. That nigga drunk driver. He hit anything in the fucking room. Dig up.
life, so
Yeah.
he living life right
He living
now.
like, you just come off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he hit anything. I think. You better see how that nigga. Your name hit. She.
But standards, right?
Nah, look at her. Oh, she getting them.
She getting them back.
Yeah, she getting it back. Oh yeah. Okay.
So you don't have standards? So what was this?
Right. You fucking with a bitch who weigh vans now.
For the record, y'all, for the record, me and Keith don't have nothing going on.
Right.
I don't
Yeah, she done said the man ain't got nothing going on.
Right, we just chilling.
You said Keith ain't got nothing going on,
I
or
said
me and
me
Keith?
and-
Okay, I'm about to say, don't talk about that man meat like that.
Lord, no.
Oh,
That's
well.
the baby.
What you
Oh,
say?
you
What
pregnant?
you say, Josh?
I'll be.
Keith Jr.
Hell no.
What you say? What you say? How much is too much sex?
If you fucking more than once every day with talking about your gal or different bitches.
It ain't matter. It ain't matter. On your scenario.
I know, that's some stipulations in that, man.
Your scenario. Your own scenario. You put your own scenario in there.
Alright. I'll say shit.
My gal every day.
Every night.
Yeah, I'm about to say if I got
If your gal every night, alright.
once every
At least I tried every night.
Right. If you single,
Yeah, like you say, I ain't gonna try.
cause them
Now
boys.
you single, you got missions.
Facts.
Yeah, you should.
You got 3 imaginary girlfriends.
You Agent 007 at
No,
all
like
times.
you got a communication girlfriend.
It is every night when you're in the infatuation stage, but after y'all start living together and y'all start doing whatever.
Yeah, you get,
Yeah, it's gonna get lit. It's gonna get lit.
Four
Thank you,
to 3
Timothy.
nights. It's not, especially if you're working a full-time job.
Bro,
Like, you mean,
Motherfucker come home
That ain't the
tired.
one thing you're thinking
Thank
about
you,
every night.
Timothy. Thank you.
But once they
Think
take that
about-
nap and get out,
you think
that
about
big high.
shit. You know, what's our next move? How we
Word.
gonna create residual income, right? You're
Word.
not just constantly thinking about sex, okay?
Bingo. There you go, Timothy.
Now I'm just schooling you young cats, cause I used to be y'all.
I was young.
I used to be where every single one of y'all was at. Right? I was one of them young cats out here.
Holla at me, Lil Joe. Holla at me, Lil Joe. Holla at me, Lil Joe.